You're listening to Band Geek with Richie Castellano on the Riotcast Network. Riotcast.com.
Okay, welcome to the Band Geek second live me recording a whole song thing. We did it last time, I think it was a couple months ago, and everybody said they had a good time watching it, so I'm doing it again. And obviously, the cat's out of the bag by the title of the video. I'm doing I Get Around by the Beach Boys, and there's a couple reasons I'm doing this song. The first reason is I can kind of play the drums on this song, so that's a plus. It's very short, and as we did last time, we recorded the whole song part by part. So if it's more than like 2.5 minutes, it gets very boring. So that's another reason I picked this song. Also, it's a brilliant song. It's really great. And another reason is it's a little more challenging than the last one. You Can't Do That is a great song, but this is a little harder. And also, I think it was recorded in the same year. I think this is 1964. And obviously, this is the Beach Boys, but this is also a collection of really awesome session musicians. Glenn Campbell, Hal Blaine. I have the list over here, actually. I looked it up on the Wikipedia. Let's see. Chuck Britz, Hal Blaine, Glenn Campbell, Steve Douglas, Jay Migliori, Ray Pollum. This is from Wikipedia. And obviously the Beach Boys. Mike Love sings lead on this. Brian Wilson sings the high part, and all of them sing the harmonies. And yeah, and I believe that Brian Wilson and Mike Love also wrote this song together. So here we go. Let's see what we have on right now. For those of you listening to this after the fact, I'm broadcasting this on YouTube right now, and it's embedded in Facebook and all that stuff. Let's see. We have Lisa Fawcett. Hello, Lisa. Michelle K. Williams. Hi. Gary Wilson. What's up? Let's see. Edward McVeigh. Hey, man. And we have a few others. Say hello if you're on. I see 13 people watching right now, and I'm hoping to increase that. But let's get started right now because this is a very involved song. So I've done some session prep, and you're going to have to bear with me today because I'm here by myself. I'm going to be moving the camera around by myself, and I'm going to try not to make mistakes. And if I do make a mistake, I'm going to try to just leave it on there and not go too crazy and beat myself up. Because normally when I would do a session like this, if something was wrong, I'd stop and fix it and go crazy. I'm going to try not to agonize for the sake of ease and for the sake of you guys and tedium and not getting bored and all that stuff. I did do some preparation here on my computer. I made a click track and I made a little guide track, which is just a string pad with some chords guiding me through the song. I mean, I know the song, but it's going to help later on when I have to sing it. So before I start recording, can everybody hear me okay? Oh, hello, Jim Ward. Just let me know if everything sounds good and nice and loud, and I'm going to play the track so you can hear it. So there's the track. Everybody hear that okay? All right, cool. That's what I'll be playing drums to. Oh, very important. Stupid me, I almost forgot. Right there, here on your screen, there's an I little guy. If you want to show Band Geek some support and help us continue to do what we keep doing, please click on this I, and there's 2 pull-down options for Band Geek donations. And one of them is credit card through Google, and the other one is PayPal. If you're on a mobile device watching this, you'll only see the PayPal one. But any donation we really appreciate and helps us keep doing this and get new fun toys for the studio. So I'm going to do the drums first. Oh, Right, and if you're listening after the fact, if you're listening to this later on, you can help Band Geek by using our Amazon link, and you go to riotcast.com/bandgeek and hit the Amazon banner at the top of the page, and then you do your Amazon shopping like normal, and then a small percentage of your purchase goes to supporting our show, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, but all you guys know that already, so I'm going to shut up. Okay, the first... oh, you guys don't see it? You just roll over the screen with the mouse, and you should see it. You have a little eye up on the top right corner. Yeah. So while I'm recording this, I might not be able to catch all the comments because I'm going to be doing this. So I'll try to read them and keep up with this, but I'm doing a lot of juggling and dancing back and forth here. So I'm going to do my best. Okay, the drums. That's what we're going to start with today. The drums are from what I hear, it sounds like brushes. Now, let me position the camera here. And just like that, we have a drum camera. Very nice. Okay. Does that look good? Am I too far away? I'm too far away. Hold on. Okay, that's much better. So originally, when I heard this song, I thought it was... And that's what I thought it was in my head for years, but upon listening to it, it sounds like... So that's what it sounds like to me. So I'm going to record that. I mean, from reading it, it sounds like... it looks like Hal Blaine might have done like a brushes on timbales thing. So what I'm going to do when I'm recording this is I'm going to record the audio from the drum kit, but I'm also going to record MIDI. So that means I'm recording digital information from here because that hi-hat sound is not really the right sound. Neither are any of these sounds. So this is the closest I can get with the internal sounds on my Roland drum module here. But once I put it in the computer, I'm going to be able to put better sounds on it, and that's what I'll do. I have it all set up. So I'll stop yapping, and I'll start recording. Here we go. Wish me luck. Hopefully no mistakes. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round. All right, that's fine. Okay. All right, here we go. So let's listen to what I did here. I'll move the camera around so you can see the computer a little bit, and I'll try. So many wires. All right, so here's the computer. That's pretty good. So here's the track right here. Here's the drum track I just recorded, the pink one. And under it is the MIDI track. And I'm going to mute the drum track I just did because it probably sounds like crap. And I'm going to just trigger it through this plug-in here, which is called BFD. And this has much, much better sounds. So here it is. Yeah, so that's much more of what I'm looking for. Okay, so now let's move on. All right, what do you think we should do next? It's probably the bass. All right, so let's do the bass. Why am I still holding the drumsticks? I'm so excited. Okay. Any questions or anything before I move on to the bass? I have a question. Where did I put my cable? That's it. Show's over. No cable. Look at the cable. Root. All right. I got the cable. Relax, everybody. Okay. Here we go. So I'm guessing this was probably recorded on a P bass. So I'm going to record this on my Hofner Beetle bass because it sounds sort of, muffly like that. Everybody got that? Yeah, Lisa had a question about the drum set. Yeah, before I started this, I did some prep on the session. I recorded that little guide string part just so I can play to something, and I also picked the drum sounds and the guitar sound just because I figured that would make things run smoother later. So that's sort of very 60s sounding right there, and that's going to work very nicely. So let me move this camera. There we go. How many guitars and basses do I own? Jim Ward wants to know. I think it's in the 20s. I haven't counted in a while. I have the same addiction many other guitar players have. So, okay. Let me just check how things are going here. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So now I'll do the bass part, and I'm not going to listen to the click anymore because I'm going to play to my drums regardless of how crappy they are. So. I should listen to the click in the beginning a little bit. All right, here we go. Okay, the next thing that's on this that I noticed was this sort of 6-string bass. Now, 6-string bass in the 60s meant something very different than it does now. Now they actually make bass guitars with 6 strings. But Fender made a bass that was sort of made for guitar players, and it was in a different tuning. It had a really low sound. The Beach Boys used it. The Beatles used it. I don't have one of those, and I couldn't get the Variax to sound right. So I'm going to use my Rickenbacker bass, and I have it going through a guitar amp to get that sort of sound. So. There we go. And that's it. Anybody else having trouble with the feed? Is somebody having trouble with it? Let me know. Speak now if you're having trouble with the feed. And I'll stop and I'll try to fix it. I'll play some Rickenbacker music. Okay, everybody's cool? Okay, so I'm going to play this now. I also think this is doubled with a baritone sax. So I'm sort of making this raunchy to fill that void, like, you know. Okay, so here we go. This is noisy, this bass. All right, anyway, let's try it. Hearing, did I record a vocal during this whole thing? That's weird. Anyway, all right. What did I just record a track on? Oh, something strange is going on here. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna go to the next part where this bass happens. Ah. Wow. Okay. I see what happened. All right, never mind. I'm gonna have to do something over again. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm going to the next verse here where this bass happens. That's it for that part. All right. This stupid doo-doo over here didn't have the right track arm when I was doing the other bass, so I have to do it again. Sorry, guys. That's what a doo-doo is. I said that on Facebook the other day. A doo-doo is me not arming the right track. Okay. There it is. Okay, sorry. I'll get this done quickly, I promise. Okay, cool. That actually recorded this time. Let me see what the hell's going on with this hi-hat here. That's a nice thing about recording these tracks with MIDI, is I can go in and I can see when something's screwy. So for example, in the beginning of this, on the drum track, there's that weird hi-hat. Where is that? Anyway, moving on. Anybody have any more questions before I move on? I can kind of see it. Oh, you thought a doo-doo was a cardboard tube? It is, but it's also someone who does something stupid, like having to record a bass track twice because he didn't have the right input set. No, okay. Anyway, moving on. Now I'm going to do some guitar stuff. So I'm using the telly for this because it's, you know, it's sort of right. Oh, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. That's Rick Hellinger. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so... Oh, we got 30 people on. Cool. Very cool. All right, so now we're going to do some rhythm guitar. That sounds pretty cool. All right, so this, what am I playing on this part? I'm trying to think if I'm doing the... Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, let's get this done. Punch that. Okay. Oh, thank you very much for the donation again, Rick Hellinger. I really appreciate it. I really goofed there, so I have to fix the... Okay, so I'm going to find where that is and punch that in, because I can, and here we go. Alright, I'm going to punch it in right now. There it is. Okay. Punched and done. For those of you who don't know, a punch-in is when you make a mistake and you go in there and you fix the mistake, and that's what I just did. So here we go. Alright, actually no, we're done with this track. So now we're going to do a lead guitar track. And for this I'm going to use the rhythm pickup. I use the lead pickup for the rhythm guitar track, the bridge pickup, and now I'm going to use the neck pickup for this. So... That's a cool sound. All right. So this doesn't come in till the verses. Okay, I think I play. Okay. I got it. Here we go. Okay, cool. Now I can go to the, I think it just goes to a solo. All right, here we go, solo. All right, remember. I think that's it for the guitars. Oh, there's one more instrumental track before the vocals. Everything sounding okay, guys? Oh, question. Did they use a telly on the original? I have no idea. I've seen them with Strats. I've seen them with Rickenbackers. Who knows? Because who knows who played what, you know? I just used the telly because it got close, and with my software here. Oh, I'm using Guitar Rig 5. That's Native Instruments software, and you know, that's my guitar amp simulator. Okay, so now we have this like organ part. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that part right now. Let me bring the camera over here so you can see me. Look at that. All right. Look at that angle. Look at it. Okay, here we go. So this only comes in where the guitar comes in. And actually, this sound in Sample Tank, which is the software I'm using, is called Beach Organ. So I'm guessing this is the right thing. Watch me screw this up. That was fine. It happens again over here. And I'm going to be a cheese ball, hit the transpose button because I don't want to play it in the new key. There you go. Good. Try that again. Here we go. So now the moment you guys have all been waiting for, lead vocals or background vocals. We'll start with the backgrounds. Oh, thank you for, wow. Thank you very much, Dano, for the donation. That's amazing. Thank you. Wow. Okay, I better sing this good now. Okay. I'm going to stand up for these. Oh, okay. Question about the drum track from J.R. Hopfer. I played that with my electronic drums, and then I'm using BFD. He asked if I'm using MIDI, like program drums. No, they are. I use my electronic drum set, and then I use the MIDI information I got from recording, and I'm playing it through BFD with a really cool brush kit that sounded way better than the stock sounds I had. All right. It's time to sing. Here we go. All right, so little something you guys should know, and you're going to hear it really demonstrated really well today. A lot of these recordings from bands that are known for harmonies like the Beatles, Queen, the Beach Boys, they are using doubled or tripled vocals. So you're going to hear me do each part twice, and I'm going to show you why later. It's kind of important, and it makes a very, very cool effect. All right. I also took some notes here. I'll show you what my notes look like. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, so I figured out all the different parts. So that's what I'm reading right now. I'm reading what each part is singing note-wise, so I don't lose track. And I might also do a little bit of this. I might play piano while I'm recording. The piano's not being recorded, but I use that as a reference for what comes next sometimes if I have to do something like a tricky vocal part. So you might see me like do this while I'm recording. It's a cool trick if you're doing something complicated. All right. Oh, Dano was Dan Hogan. Thank you very much, Dan Hogan. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to start with the bass voice. Check, check, check. Hey, hey, good. All right, wish me luck, guys. Here we go. Oh, Joel, I'm sure it worked out. Thank you very much, Joel. Yeah, sometimes if you do it on Google, it doesn't show up in the chat. I don't know how it works, so I'm still getting to learn all this stuff. All right, so here we go. Here's the bass vocal. Round, 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 get around, I get around, yeah. All right. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 Okay, so there's the first one. And now I'm going to do the same exact thing over again. I'm going to double it. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 Okay, so that's that. Now we'll move to the next part. which I'm calling baritone. This part's tricky. Let's see what we got. This part is. I get around, round. All right, this is tough, but here we go.
Round, round, get around.
I get around, get around, round, round. 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 I get around. I was right. Okay, yeah, it's a very odd part. So now I'm gonna double that.
Round, round, get around.
I get around, get around, round, round. 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 I get around. All right, here we go. Next. Now, these are the parts I figured out because there were like tutorials online and I thought they were wrong. I mean, they looked neat. The parts looked neat and made musical sense. But the problem is that this isn't classical music. This is rock and roll. So things are going to rub, parts are going to cross. That just happens here. So the online things I saw were perfectly, perfect triads everywhere you went. But what they're doing is they're doing like some really interesting stuff with there are half-step rubs in there, meaning that happens frequently in this, and it sounds great. So I tried to figure out as close as I could. Oh, JR is also listening on a pair of Audio-Technica headphones. Audio-Technica is one of our sponsors, so I like that. And you're basically hearing when I'm hearing them. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so now we're going to do the next part, which is... I get around, round, round, I get around, round, 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 I get around. All right, we got it. Let's do it.
Round, round, get around.
I get around, round, round. 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 Oh, I screwed that up. Oh, that goes down. Sorry. I get around. All right, I got it. Let's try that again.
Round, round, get around.
I get around, round, round. 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 I get around. All right, that's it. Moving on, gonna double that now.
Round, round, get around.
I get around, round, round. 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 I get around. All right, now time for the high one, which is I get around, round, I get around. All right. I'm going to take a drink of water before doing this one. All right, here we go.
Round, round, get around.
I get around, round, round. 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 I get around. Good. Next, gonna double that.
Round, round, get around.
I get around, get around, round, round, 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 I get around. All right, and now we're gonna do the super high one. Gonna take another drink before that. Ooh, everybody's telling me what cool rigs they're listening on. We got JBLs, Audio Technicas. Carrie Wilson is listening to the show with earbuds he found on the floor. I hope that sounds good for you. All right, here we go. Ooh, get around from town to town. All right, here we go.
Round, round, get around.
I get around,
Yeah,
get around, round, round, I get around,
I get around.
round, round, I get around,
From town to
round,
town.
round, I get
I'm a
around,
real cool head.
round, I
I'm
get
making
around,
real good
round, I
bread.
get around. That was alright. I might do that one again, but moving on. My mother is watching. Yes, Mom, you can give your credit card info to support Band Geek. Thank you, Mommy. I just got a text from my mom. All right. Since I did that one falsetto, I might do this one a little more like chest voicey just to get like a mix. See what that sounds like.
Round, round, get around.
I get around,
Yeah,
get around, round, round, I get around,
I get around.
I get around,
From town to town.
I get
I'm a
around,
real cool head.
I get
I'm making
around,
real good
I
bread.
get around. All right, let's listen to just the vocals. Let's see what they sound like.
Round, round, get around.
I get around,
Yeah,
get around, round, round, I get around,
get
get around, round, round, I get around,
town to town.
get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around. That sounds pretty cool. All right, let me show you why you want to do double tracking. Here's what it sounds like. Here's what it sounds like with just the singles. So I'm going to mute every other one that we just did. All right? That look good? Okay. So here's what it sounds like with just the 5 vocals.
Round, round, get around.
I get around,
Yeah,
get around, round, round, I get around, 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 get around, round, round, I get around. And here it is again with everything.
round, round, get around.
I get around,
Yeah,
get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round. See the difference? So you have to have that. And what's happening there is that's like natural chorus. So I'm going to move on to the next parts of the song and do them and try to get this done as quickly as possible for you guys because I have to do basically the same thing now and then I have to do it in a new key. I could cut and paste it, but it's going to be cheesy. I don't want to do that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just plow through these now. Oh, maybe not, because there's a bridge that comes up. I might punch in for the bridge, because that's gonna be a bitch. All right, let me see if I can do it. So get around, round, I get around, round, I get around. Get around, round, get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around, I get around. Oh, I can do this. All right, no problem. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Ooh, wop, wah, ooh. Wop, wah, ooh. Wop, wah, ooh. That was tough, those low notes. Hopefully they sound good. All right, same thing. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Ooh, wop, wah, ooh. Oh, that's supposed to be a different note. Sorry. Punching in. Wop, wah, ooh. Wop, wah, ooh. Wop, wah, ooh. All right, good enough. Moving on. All right, so next part. Okay, so now the next part here that I have to do is get around, round, and then it goes ooh, round, ooh, up, ooh, ooh. All right, here we go. Let's try this. No guarantees this is gonna sound like anything. Round. Get around. Oh, crap, I have to do the part before that too. All right, got it. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, ooh, wop, wah, ooh, wop, wah, ooh. Wop, whoa. Next. Get around, round, round. I get around, round, round. That's it. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. I get around. Round, ooh, wop, wah, ooh, wop, wah, ooh, wop, wah, ooh. Okay. So now we have get around, round, round, ooh. Ooh. Get around, round, round, ooh. All right. Get around, round, round, ooh. Here goes nothing. Get around, round, ooh. Okay, here we go. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Get around, round, round, ooh. Wop, wah, ooh. Wop, wah, ooh. Wop, wah, ooh. Next. Get around, round, round, I
I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. I get around. Get around, round, round, ooh. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Good. Moving on. Okay, new part. This is. Okay. Get around, round, round, ooh. All right, got it.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Get around, round, round, ooh. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Cool. Next.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Get around, round, round, ooh. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
All right, that's that. Let's check those. Make sure they sound okay. Mute everything else.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Get around, round, round, ooh. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Notice that when you double them, the chorus kind of evens out the pitch a little bit, because I'm not going to say I sang all those with perfect pitch. There were some shaky spots, but when you double them, it sort of, it makes a nice little chorus. Cheating. Anyway, but that's old school. That's analog chorus. So let's see where else we have to do the background vocals here. So I'm going to try to do this straight through the end now. This might be tricky. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at the notes. I have, I wrote this little cheat sheet that looks like this. And each line represents a part, and that's what I'm reading right now. So, where were we? Okay, here we go.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah.
That's how I'm ending it, by the way. All right, next.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around, I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round, I get around. 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 Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah.
Good. Oh, this might be tricky. Okay, it's fine.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I get around. Crap. All right, I'll get that.
Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around, round.
I get around. Get around, round, round. Okay.
Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round. I get around. 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 Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah.
All right, fine. Fine. Moving on. I get around. That's tough. All right.
Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round.
Got it.
Get around, round, round. I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around.
Did I sing that right? Get around, round, round, round. Yeah, I did. Of course.
Get around, round, round.
Sorry, guys.
I get around. Get around, round, round. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah, that was a tricky one. That second from the bottom part is a bitch. All right, moving on. What is this? Get around, run. How you guys doing? Oh, 50 people. Hey, cool. Everybody doing okay in there? Yeah, you hanging in with me? Okay. See, to me, this seems tedious, but I guess everybody is, they don't do this every day. I do this a lot. It's a pain in the butt. I'm going to try to keep it clean today. Okay, anyway. Here we go. I get around. All right, wish me luck.
Get around, round, round. I get around. 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 I get around.
Is it round? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Round. Punching in.
I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around.
Oh, you know what helps? If you hit the record button. Let's try. I gotta do the whole thing again. Sorry, guys.
Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Get around, round, round, 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah.
Good. Damn. Almost there.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round.
I totally had a brain fart there. I get around, I get around, get around, round, round. Okay. I'm gonna punch in that round that thing again too.
I get around. Get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Get around, round, round. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah.
All right, that was better. Something wrong with my mic stand. All right, here we go. Good. Stay.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around.
That sucked. I'm punching that in.
Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round.
This is a lot to remember. I get around, get around. All right, same spot.
Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round. I get around. 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 Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's the trickiest part I've had to sing so far. So, gotta remember that.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Get around, round, round, 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah.
Ugh. Jeez. All right, let's check that just to make sure it's good.
Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round, I get around. 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 Round, round, get around, I get around. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now I gotta sing the frickin' lead. And the lead is doubled too, so I'll just go through it, I suppose. Oh no, I missed something here. I gotta do the I get around. I missed those soprano parts.
I get around, I get around, round, round, I get around.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the get around the town. I mean, I'm losing my voice here, but let's try it. I get around,
round, round, I get around.
from town. Oh man.
Get around.
I get around from town to town. Alright, I got this. I get around,
I get around.
from town to town.
I get
I'm a real cool head. I'm making real good bread.
I get around.
Alright. Now I'm going to do the same thing with more of a chest voice. I get around from town to town. I'm a real cool head. I'm making real good bread. Let me just check that. I get around,
I get around.
town to town.
Round, I get around. I get around.
That's fine. Okay, and then it happens in the new key, which will probably kill me. You want to see me lose my voice live? Here we go. All right. I get
around.
I get All right. I get around from town to town. I'm a real cool head. I'm making real good bread.
I get around.
I get around. Not gonna happen. That's gonna be all false. I get around from town to town. I'm a real cool head. I'm making real good bread. That's fine. Okay.
I get around. I get around.
Right, then I have that.
Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around.
Ooh,
I get around. Get around, round, round. 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 I get around.
All right.
Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around.
Good. Okay, so now we get to the lead vocal. Now that all the backgrounds are done.
Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around.
Getting bugged, driving up and down the same old street. I'm wondering if I should try to channel Mike Love or not. If that's gonna sound like crap if I do that. I'm getting bugged driving up. I'll try something.
Get around, round, round, I get around. I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. Doubling that. I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. That's good. Moving on to verse 2. Got it. We always. Now this song modulates there. Modulation means it's in a new key. And so I gotta grab that key quick. Alright. We always take my car cause it's never been beat. And we've never missed yet with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady cause it wouldn't be right to leave their best girl home on a Saturday night. I'm actually starting to sound more like David Lee Roth than Mike Love, but whatever. We always take my car cause it's never been beat. And we never miss yet with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady cause it wouldn't be right to leave their best girl home on a Saturday night. So that's good. I've missed one thing. We're not done yet. I'm going to do this on the background vocal tracks. Some claps. Here we go. Driving up and down the... Here we go. Driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. Driving up. I gotta cut that really fast. That means we shouldn't do that on that track. Okay. Just talking to myself. Don't mind me. Got it. Okay. I won't do like a million of these. I'll just do a few of them. Here we go. Driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. Get around. How many do you think I should do? 3? 4? Let's do 4. 4 will be good. And you know what? I'll spare you guys, and I'll just copy and paste this one thing. So I don't have to do claps over and over and over again. Here we go. Driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I got excited there. Okay, I'll have to cut that one out. Driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. Okay, now it's time to look at the computer. You like those moves? That's right. Talk to my wife. She loves my dance moves. She thinks I'm an expert. All right. Actually, I don't know if you could hear this. My wife is having rehearsal upstairs right now with her band. She couldn't use the studio because I'm using it today. Okay, now it's time to look at the computer. Let's make this sound like something. Let's see what we got here. There's Yoda. Everybody say hi to Yoda. Jedi Master Yoda. Try to get as close as I can here.
All right. That's not bad. Come on. There we go. Let me answer some questions really quick. You imagine this room gets toasty, you imagine correctly? It does. Marshallise Rimajol wants a shout out. Well, here's your shout out. Thank you for watching. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do some mixing and show you how I'm going to do the editing and all that fun stuff. So, can everybody see the screen okay? Oh, everybody said hi to Yoda. Thank you. Okay, anyway. Just pretend Yoda's talking right now. Actually, that's terrible. Okay. Just pretend Batman's talking. Pretend I'm Batman. See Batman over there next to my whiteout? Alrighty. So, first thing I want to do is take these claps and move them. I left myself no room. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy these just like you would copy in your word processor. See how I just copied these claps over here? And then I'm going to paste them to where they happen next in the song, which I believe is here.
Always take my car, cause it's never...
Yep. So make sure I'm doing this on all these tracks. Good.
Never missed yet with the girls we meet.
Fine. Okay. And then I'm going to just do a little trimming here in Pro Tools to make sure I didn't step on anything. Good. 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 Because what I'm doing here is instead of putting these on extra tracks, I'm going to just, you know, reuse the vocal tracks because I already have a ton of them. And see this little lone clap there? That's that stupid clap I did before? He's gone. Goodbye. And he's gone too. Okay. I'll trim these out. I can actually see the screen now, so if anybody has any questions, let me know about what I'm doing, and I'm happy to answer them. Okay. The thing that was really bugging the hell out of me was what happened with that drum track, so I'm going to try to fix that right now. And because I recorded this MIDI, I can actually fix it very easily. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. And so you see these like globules over here. These are that's audio, and then like this little like these little dots here. That's MIDI. So let's take a listen to what happened here. Okay, see that? That's not supposed to happen. There's a little hi-hat action. Gonna get rid of that.
I get around, I get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around.
That's fine.
Driving up,
Yeah, all those were late for some reason. So
driving up and down,
yeah, it's weird.
driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
All right, so this hi-hat was whack. Your hi-hat's whack. So I'm, like I said, taking all that out. Goodbye.
We always take my car cause it's never been beat, and we never miss yet with the girls we meet. And we never miss yet.
I don't know, did I play it that bad when we were doing it? Do you guys remember if I played the hi-hat pedal that shitty? Oh, I said a curse. Crap, sorry. All right.
The guys go steady cause it wouldn't be. Guys go steady cause it wouldn't be right to leave the best girl home on a Saturday night.
All right, that's cool. All right, so now I'm going to get rid of my click track and my guide little string track. Let me tell you, that guide string track was really helpful when I was trying to sing. And just so, in case you weren't here when I explained that, this is what I was listening to when I was singing. Because it really helped me hear the chords. Okay, I got some questions. Let me answer these questions really quick. What computer am I using? Okay, good question. I am using this PC over here. It's built by the company Auto Exec, which is a Staten Island computer company, and they make all my computers except for my laptop because that's an HP. But yeah, my this is running Windows 7. I don't know. I think I have 16 gigs of RAM. This is an i7 card, i7 CPU. All that stuff. That's some geek talk. Let's see. Richie, Gary Ambrosino wants to know, do you guys move this fast when you track a song with BOC or regular band? No, we do not move this fast. This is me. This is insane what I'm doing right now. I would never do it like this. This is nuts. Okay. Any other questions? Couldn't we just shift the hi? That's exactly what I just did. Because I record this MIDI, my lousy hi-hat playing, I just shifted it into sync just for that one bit. I'm not going to go nuts because you really could go nuts with this audio stuff and you could like sit there and make everything perfect. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to get, the vibe is there. You know what I mean? It sounds fine, so I'm going to keep that. I just, for whatever reason, that hi-hat pedal, maybe I just suck at the hi-hat pedal or I shouldn't have hit it. But anyway, so that's that. That's done. All right, so now let's make it sound like something. All right, let's do a mix. Let's get a little mix going. And I'm not going to do a crazy long mix. I'm going to do a, quick mix.
On the same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
I'm going to use this quick vocal plugin that I like called CLA Vocals. It's really awesome. First, I'm going to lower my microphone a little bit. Just kill some of that room tone. That's better. Okay. So I have a preset I like just called Dry.
On the same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
And I'm going to copy that over to both tracks there.
On the same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
That's cool. And I'm going to send it to the reverb. I have like this nice, retro plate reverb set up.
On the same old strip, I gotta find it.
That's cool.
On the same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
That organ's too loud. I'm going to lower
On the
that.
same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around, round, round, I get around. Down and down. Round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around.
Okay. I think that sounds okay, actually. What do you guys think? Oh, Montgomery Pierce wants to know, what mic preamps am I using? You can see it right down here. I'm using an SSL alpha channel. I'm actually talking through that right now. Let me get louder. Yeah, this is an SSL alpha channel, single rack space preamp. This is what I use for everything. I just had the mic going through there. For the drums and everything else, all the other instruments, I had those going right into this Motu 1248 over here. Any other questions? Oh, yeah, that's right. I just answered that question. Okay. You guys are asking good questions tonight. So let's see. I'm going to mess with the drums a little bit because they're a little too rock and roll. I'm going to just make them just chill out a bit, I think.
On the same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around, round, round, I get around. Down and down, round, round.
Actually, I'm going to mess with the velocity here of this snare drum because I think I'm hitting it like too hard. So let's see. Kit, snare, velocity down. Just to make it softer sounding.
On the same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are round, 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 I get around. Good brain. Get around, round, round, I get around. I get around. Get around, ooh. Whoa, whoa. We always take my car
I'm going to send this whole drum set into a room sound just to see what it sounds like. I'm going to use a little reverb here. The stock Pro Tools reverb called Deverb. Question, am I going to pan every track? I'm not going to pan the tracks because I think this original recording was mono. So I'm going to try to keep everything mono if I can. Okay, so here's a room verb that I like to use. Just use a touch of it on the drums. Let's see what it sounds like. Cool. I'll put that after the... Also, I'm going to make these sound a little more dull. And I'm going to distort it, because why the hell not? I'm going to try... I have this free plugin here called Soft Tube Saturation. That's nice. Okay. The bass is cool. I'm going to put on this plugin I like called a Puig Child. And this is the 60s compressor that everybody used. Now, that's what it looks like here. And this is like a Fairchild. And there's a preset I really like to use called Rave Bass. Yeah. I'm going to use an EQ and suck out some of that low end because I don't want that much low end on this recording. I'm distorting all my meters like a doo-doo-doo.
We always take my car cause it's never been beat.
I think this is too raunchy, this track. This is the lead bass track. So I'm filtering out the high end there. Where'd it go? Here we go.
My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around.
All right, I've already assigned all the vocals to a bus, meaning I can control the one fader, but I want to get a better mix going here.
I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around. I get around. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
Where are those vocals? Here we go. Good.
I get around. I get around.
Oh, here's that guitar rig plugin I was telling you about. This is the guitar sound. So I'm going to give this a little more low end, maybe, because it sounds a little wimpy. I'm going to listen to it now. Find my guitar. Here it is. All right, I'm going to EQ this. I'm going to use a very cool EQ, one of my favorites. This is an SSL EQ. A console that didn't exist while they were making this record, but that's okay.
We always take my car cause it's never been beat. And we never miss yet with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady.
I think this mix is sounding good. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, Rick, it's got to be mono. Okay, someone said here's a good mix note I got. Okay. The mix note is. This is from JR. It sounds good, but I think the whole harmony section could be dropped 2 or 3 dB. In the 60s, they put some slap back on the snare. Okay. I'm down. Let's try that. Let's check that out. Slap back on the snare. So I'm going to go into my drum program here, and we could just put it on the snare. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay. Do I have anything effects? If I could delay? Oh, here we go. Delay. Cool.
We always take my car 'cause it's never been beat, and we never miss yet with the girls we meet. We always take my car.
I'm kind of digging that. Let's listen to that by itself. That's cool. That's really cool. Maybe a little less, but I like it. I like it. Oh yeah. Oh, listen to that. I love that. Good idea on that. That was cool. Okay, so everybody cool with this mix? Because I'm just going to play it through and let you guys listen to it while I dance around, I suppose. Right? No? What do you guys think? You want to wrap this up? It's 9:30. Oh, the organ is gone. Crap. Right. Okay, we got to bring the organ back. What are we doing?
Where the kids are hip.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the organ out with some EQ right now.
Where the kids are hip. My buddies and
There's a clam there somewhere, but I'm leaving it in. Screw it. I think the organ's back. What do you guys think? That was a comment from Michael L. He said the organ was missing, but I think we brought that back. Should we go nuts and put put Barry Sachs on this? What do you think? You know what? Why the hell not? Let's put Barry Sachs on this. Let's do it. It'll take me 2 seconds. All right, Barry Sachs, here we come. Oh, this is how you get anal retentive with recording sessions, but that's okay. We love it. So I'm going to open up a new track, instrument track. Barry. I'm going to call this track Barry Allen because it's Band Geek and we have to. All right, so let's see. Instruments. I have Contact. I think I have a good Barry in there. Let's see if my computer blows up right now. Oh, I haven't saved in like freaking 2 hours. Okay. Please don't blow up, computer. I'm not pressing anything. Yes. Whoa. Yeah. You see this? You seeing this? I'm going to let this sit here for a second and hope. Holy shit. Do you guys see this? Do you see what's happening on my computer? Holy crap. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, save. Good. All right. So that was fun. That was a fun little thing that just happened. That was like a little halftime show on this. Okay, so I think I have a cool like horn thing. I'll stick with that. That's fine. Okay, let's do it. Where's my bass?
I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone.
Let's do the next one. I'm hitting the transpose button because I'm a cheese ball.
We always take my car cause it's never been beat, and we never miss yet with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady cause it wouldn't be right to leave the best girl home on a Saturday night.
Okay, so we got that. That's done. I don't know what sound it is, but I'm trying to get this finished. Okay. So, I'm going to put this through our plate reverb that we have going on here. A little bit. I'll crunch it up. And I'll put a little EQ on here.
Up and down the same old.
What I'm doing is I'm doing a lot of high cutting. Because I don't want anything to sound too pristine, because it's supposed to be an old song.
Up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are.
That sounds like a fart, but hold on.
Up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known.
Got another mix comment here. The vocals are too forward. Oh, my sister-in-law is on. Hello, Emily. Vocals too. That's from Gary. All right, Gary, I'm bringing him down. Let's do it. I'm just in love with the sound of my voice. That's why they're so loud. But, forgive me. Here we go.
Up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around, round, I get around, down and down. Round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to compress those vocals because I think that, you could real good bread. That's sort of all over the place. So I'm going to use a regular Pro Tools compressor here just to move things along.
Up and down the same old strip. I get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. We always take my car cause it's never been beat, and we never miss yet with the girl.
Alright. I think this is sounding good. What do you guys think? Master Bus Tape Emulator. I wish I had that. Do I have something like that? Like I can put like a whole a crap fest on the whole mix. I would love to do that right now. Hold on, let me see if I have something that I something that I can emulate tape with. I don't even know if I have one of those plugins. I gotta get one. Let's try a saturation knob on the whole plugin, a whole mix. Yeah, nah, I don't have anything good. I should have bought one, but yeah, I'm gonna deal with this. There's some mud going on in this mix, so I'm gonna go and take some of the mud out of these tracks here, just using the regular EQ, just to get it done with. I'm kind of digging this mix. Okay, so let's do it.
Round, round, get around, I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. Are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Get around, round, ooh. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. We always take my car cause it's never been beat, and we never miss yet with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady cause it wouldn't be right to leave their best girl home on a Saturday night. Get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around, round, round, I get around. 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 Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a very, very fun evening, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun. If you like this and want to see more, let me know. Also, on that corner, that corner of the screen right here, there's a little here. If you mouse over it, there's a little eye, and you can show your love to Band Geek and what we do by donating. $1 if you want, that's fine, or more, and that helps us keep doing what we're doing. Like I said, that bought us this cool camera and most of the stuff here, so we appreciate that. Also, we got a new toy here for Muff. We're going to be using that soon. This is the Muff percussion station, so you're going to see him doing some stuff in the coming shows. And yeah, so let me know if you like this. Also, please use our Amazon link. You guys know where that is. That's riotcast.com/bandgeek. Amazon link at the top. Use that before you do any of your Amazon shopping, and a small percentage of your purchase goes to helping out our show. We really appreciate everything you do for us, and we hope you like this. So I guess we're done. Have a good night, everybody. Any other questions before we stop? Let me see if I missed anything. Is everybody still streaming here? Does everybody still have this? So yeah, so let me know if you want to see more of this, and yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight, and I hope you guys did too. So I'm going to call it. Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. See you next time.